Welcome to the Limelight podcast. I'm your host today, Julia Backus, but you can call me Jules. I'm a marketing specialist here at DLM, but my real talent is in public relations. Today, we're talking about the importance of website conversions. As many of our listeners may already know, conversion rate optimization is vital to website success. It allows you to lower your customer acquisition costs by getting more value from the visitors and users you already have interested in your service offering. In layman's terms, it's basically making the people who are already interested in your product, service, or other offering take less time to convert from potential customers to actual customers. And that's where our team comes in. We're able to help build that trust fast through multiple sources.
You're listening to the Limelight podcast, DLM's way of keeping you informed of the latest medical marketing news and insights. Here you'll find expert opinions, real-world situations, and personal stories that will help your practice grow. We hope you enjoyed today's episode.
So welcome, Tyler.
Thanks, Jules. I'm happy to be here. And I'm also excited to be your first guest on the podcast. That's awesome.
Heck yeah. All right, Tyler. So my main question for you today as we talk more about the importance of website conversions is, how do you optimize a site to convert as efficiently as possible?
Yeah, so there's many variables when it comes to optimizing a website for conversions. And I usually split them up into two categories. So there's the technical side that the user doesn't see. So that's things like hosting the website in your region, reducing the number of plugins and code that's on the site, optimizing images and video, and even structuring content and sections in the backend properly so search engines can easily find what the user is searching for. And then there's optimizing the site for the user experience side. So making sure that they can call or contact the practice easily and from anywhere on the site, using white space and their brand colors wisely, keeping the pages and templates consistent, and of course, being responsive and mobile friendly will help tremendously. So all of these pieces come together to maximize your website conversions.
Awesome. That was a great teaser into what we're going to get into in our 5-minute deep dive. We have a quick promotion for you, and we'll see you in a minute. This is the part of the pod where we go ahead and give you a 101 style lesson on our topic before our expert comes in to do a deep dive. So why are conversions key to success? Well, 1, conversion rates can predict success or failure. Easy, right? 2, better conversion rates can save you money. Everyone needs to save money. And 3, focusing on conversion rates will improve your website performance. Knowing more about your conversions and implementing ways to convert more effectively will grow your business and allow you to make informed decisions on how you move forward. Today, we have the pleasure of bringing DLM's creative manager, Tyler Ricks, to speak to the importance of website conversions and how DLM approaches conversions for our clients. Tyler started at DLM as an intern in 2013 while he was at Kendall College of Art and Design here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. He quickly went from intern to full-time creative position. He's helped launch DLM's brand and many other medical practices during his 9-year tenure. From graphic design, website design, videography, and directing, he knows not only why website conversions are so important, but how to make it look beautiful. Tyler, my main question for you today, as we talk more about the importance of website conversions, is how do you optimize a site to convert as efficiently as possible?
Yeah, so there's many variables when it comes to optimizing a website for conversions. I like to split them up into two categories. So there's the technical side that the user don't see. Things like hosting the website in your region, reducing the number of plugins and code on the site, optimizing the images and video sizes, and even structuring the content and sections in the backend properly help optimize the site. And then there's optimizing the site for the user experience side. Making sure they can call or contact the practice easily and from anywhere on the site is important. Using white space and their brand colors wisely, and keeping the pages templates consistent, super important. And of course, being responsive and mobile friendly will help tremendously. So all of these pieces come together to maximize your website conversions.
Your before and after photos are the proof of your quality as a medical practice. And data shows that being able to see results clearly matters to patients when they pick a physician. Unfortunately, updating and managing a huge database of photos can be complicated. DLM's gallery tool makes it easy and scalable to keep your photos and the stories behind them organized and accessible to those who visit your website. To learn more about how DLM can help you optimize your before and after photo library, call our team and contact us online today.
So Tyler, we've brought you onto the podcast today to speak to us about conversions and why they are so important. But we'd love for you to do a deep dive on what you can change to make page designs more friendly for conversions. You ready to teach the people a little something?
Yeah, Jules, let's do it. It first starts with what the client needs and expectations are. What are they trying to accomplish with their website design, but also what we already know to be successful with optimizing the website. So a few things that come to mind are bringing your most important call to actions above the fold. So right when the user loads the site, they have easy access to it. Having a clear table of contents on your interior pages for your users to easily access the content and what they're searching for. And having quality content for your users to read will all help conversions.
Awesome. So you mentioned that having your desired call to action in the top helps increase conversions. Can you explain that a little bit more?
Yeah, so I always recommend to at least place the most important call to action above the fold. So right when the user loads the page, they can easily find that call to action. So the call to action also should look like a button. If your call to action looks like a hyperlink or text, the user could scan right over it and you could miss out on that conversion. I think the most important thing is to track your site after it launches. So you can test the color, the copy, the size, the placement if needed. We have the ability to even see where your users are clicking and even how far they scroll down the page. So you might even find that users start scrolling right away and totally miss your top right call to action. So when we see that or notice that, we add a follow nav or a follow call to action so that call to action button is always there for the user to click on.
So with all that in mind, does your page have a table of contents or features table, infographic? Does that all need to be wrapped in schema?
Yeah, so hats off to Ryan and everyone involved with the SEO departments. They really stay ahead of the curve and communicate with the development team and the design team on just most recent Google and schema markup updates. And then that's when design and development come in and just figure out a way to organize and structure the site in a way that's beautiful to the user, but also up to Google standards. So, technology is ever changing and so is SEO and web design in general. So we are constantly evolving our websites and templates to stay ahead of the curve as much as possible. For example, with FAQ schema, we found ourselves building an FAQ block on our website over and over and adding schema to it. Eventually, we found an opportunity to automate this process. So we built a lightweight WordPress plugin. The client is able to answer questions right from their laptop, and it feeds right into the website.
Cool. So you also mentioned content itself. Is it accompanied by enough visual representation of the practice and what those services look like? I guess, how could that be better conveyed through in-page imagery and heading structures? Also, maybe even using before and after images.
Yeah, so in order for a website to be successful, it needs quality content. Obviously, flashy pictures and beautiful site helps, but quality content is essential for website optimization. Well-organized content accompanied by imagery and videos are great ways to boost your website rankings, but also help your patient find their information more easily, which hopefully turns into a website lead. We utilize before and afters, reviews, related blogs. All of these pieces of content work together alongside the main body copy to help users and search engines find what they're looking for more easily.
Tyler, this has been truly illuminating and extremely helpful, and I hope our listeners are able to get a lot out of this. We're so happy to have you on. We hope to see you in the future on the podcast. But again, thank you for being on today.
Yeah, this is great. Thanks, Jules.
Awesome. Well, next we will field a call-in question from Celise.
Hello, my name is Celise, and my question for the team is, how are conversions tracked once they're completed on a website?
Fantastic question, Celise. A few different ways we can track leads through websites. One common way we use is passing data through our HIPAA secure program, DLM Insight. This reports new leads to you in real time through a dashboard and instant lead notifications. Another way is establishing tracking on appointment schedulers. There are many different ones, so make sure to ask questions about what their tracking capability is to source info, browser, device information, and other user path considerations. Call tracking is also another conversion point. Discussing call reporting and listening back to patient inquiries is a great way to improve and track conversions from phone. And lastly, sometimes programs or softwares that push lead data to front desks, they don't really have adequate tracking, and that's something that needs to be discussed. And it's best to have a conversation with their support team in order to see if we can get better tracking so that your marketing dollars are wisely invested. That's all for today's installment of the Limelight podcast. Join us next time for more marketing insights and expert advice brought to you by the team at DLM. As always, we'd love to hear your questions and thoughts, which you can always send to info@dlmconversion.com or drop us a line on our website, dlmconversion.com. We hope you'll listen again soon. Thanks.
I can't listen. I don't listen to anything I'm recorded on. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I tried one day and I got called out for it.
It's just it's so incredibly cringe to hear yourself speak.
Right.
Yeah, I feel that.
I like always sound like a stoner. It's like I can't not.
Welcome to my life.
Right. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sound as clear as possible. I listen to it. Yeah. So
This is the Limelight podcast. What's going on, guys?
Yeah, brother. Let's go.